practical. 60 miles an hour is halfway through the power band in its final gear just to go the speed limit. Feels like you're driving a go-kart more than everybody always says, oh, my car feels like a go-kart. No, this car literally feels like a go-kart. Hey guys, welcome back to Sparks and Recreation. Today we're going to play with a car that I haven't touched in over a year for both good reasons and bad. Good reason is because, well, I haven't driven it in a year, so I should probably make sure the thing still runs. And the bad is I'm actually going to be listing it for sale just because I haven't driven it in over a year. So stay tuned. Let's see it. A 1978 MG Midget. This kind of been turned into like a SCCA inspired little roadster. It's actually really cool and I don't really want to get rid of it. But there's going to be a big announcement coming up here in the next like week or two. Once I'm finished up with paperwork, that explains kind of why I'm getting rid of some stuff I just don't use because I'm going to need liquid capital. So, anyhow, this thing is cool, man. Why don't I drive it? Well, it's slow as fuck compared to everything else we have. It turns tons of heads. It's got, everything works, which is cool about this thing. It's got, actually, the motor that's in it is out of a Triumph Spitfire 1600. It's got side draft carbs, but they never are in sync properly. So like, you give it the beans and it runs good for like half throttle, and then dies out, and then fires back up and runs good for like, it'll run up the red line or whatever, but there's like a wicked bad dead spot. And I've done all different jets in it. I've tried a bunch of different shit, and it just never seems to run the way I want it to. But it really needs like a swap for like a Honda like K20 or something like that. Like, it needs modern power. These motors, even when they're built all the way to the T, only make like 100 horsepower. Right now this thing maybe makes 75 horse. So I don't know, I'm gonna list it. If nobody buys it, I'm gonna ask a decent amount for it. I'm gonna ask like 55, which is a lot for an MG Midget, but this is probably the coolest MG Midget in the area. If I don't get that, I'll just keep the fucking thing because it is super cool. I'm gonna drive it around the day. Want to hear the exhaust? Forever to get up to speed. When you do, the fastest I've ever had it is around like 90, and I swear to God I thought it was gonna fall apart. It's so dusty from just sitting. So I'm gonna go get it cleaned up, do some beauty shots, get it listed, hopefully get rid of the thing, make room for bigger and better things. Neighbors love this thing. Oh, another thing that's kind of cool. Where's my wipers? Look at this. There's 1, 2, 3 wipers across the front. So bizarre. This thing's got like an air horn on it. What an obnoxious little car. Here, I'm gonna park it next to an Impreza real quick so you can just see how small it is. It's hard to really appreciate how little this thing is until you see it next to a modern vehicle. Like, this is an Impreza. That thing looks like a monster truck. Parking brake works. This thing was inspected when I bought it, but I've been running on a dealer plate for the last year. So, in a normal go-kart, going balls to the wall is only like 30 miles an hour. Balls to the wall, and this is maybe 90, and it's scary. But it is actually, it runs really good. Had to put some gas in it. It's got a fuel cell and it doesn't read properly. There you go, all cleaned up. So if anyone does want this thing, I'll probably take like $5 cash for it. I have a stack of receipts that goes with it that is over $5,000 worth of modifications, parts to make it so it is reliable. All the brakes, suspension were gone through, tires, rims, everything is all new. Brakes are new, clutch was done. It's actually, I mean, it's not fast, and when it's cold-blooded, it kind of runs a little weird when you first start it up, but you can take it around. I've driven it on a 100-mile trip and back multiple times, so no issue. It doesn't run hot. Obviously, it's an old project, so you're going to have to put small amounts of money into it here or there. It's not something you're going to drive to California and back without an issue, but you should be able to drive it around, get ice cream, take the wife out. And I do have a soft top, 3 sets of carbs, 2 sets of wheels, and a bunch of other like odds and ends that go with it. If you're interested in it, give me a call, message me on here. I'm just kind of, you know, getting it out for the year, making sure it runs good before I put it up for sale. Thanks, guys. See you at the end.